Hello and welcome to Fear the Flesh. So in this game you play as a group of Antarctic researchers who discover a rather interesting meteorite. And so, with nothing better to do because you're stuck in the Antarctic, Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. I'm still jet lagged from my trip, so you're gonna have to excuse me if I start rambling or saying random crap, like I'm just doing. But yeah. Oh wow, I'm getting derailed from my intro so quickly. But yeah, so with nothing better to do, you decide to just experiment on this meteorite, only to realize that you, well, got more than you bargained for. So I'd like to set up a lot because it does kind of remind me of the thing, and there was that one Alaska, I think, horror movie about vampires where it's like nighttime all the time and you're kind of isolated. Now there's something very, very eerie and sort of isolated, which I enjoy from the Antarctic setting. That's kind of one of the reasons why I like the original Alien. You get that claustrophobic, isolated feeling. But this one is like, it's so vast, but you're still alone, and there's no help for miles around, which is why I do like the Antarctic setting. I'm sorry I'm rambling again, but yeah, without further ado, grab a cup of coffee and let's get going with Fear the Flesh. So this should be about a 30-minute experience. So yeah, January 27, 1820, the continent Antarctica is discovered. December 14, 1911, Norwegian explorer I'm so sorry, I'm gonna screw this up. Roald Amundsen and his team were the first to discover and reach the South Pole. June 23rd, 1961, the Antarctic Treaty is enacted between the United States, Soviet Union, and 10 other countries with significant interest in the continent. This treaty prohibited nuclear testing, economic exploitation, and demilitarized the entire continent. This allowed for freedom of scientific research and permanent research stations to be constructed. October 15, 1995, the first meteorite with organic matter believed to be of alien origin is discovered. These findings would be proof of extraterrestrial life beyond Earth. November 13, 1998, the first exometeorite with living tissue is discovered. Exometeorite. So, wait, what's an exometeorite? I mean, exo does come from the Greek word exo, which is like outside. So I assume like outside means like, it comes from space, but so does every other meteorite. Press escape to pause and view controls. Okay, I will not. I'm sorry, I should. Yeah, you've reached Bert. Oh yeah, Bert. Hey Bert, it's Lloyd. We finished examining yesterday's findings. Got the meteor cracked open and everything. I know you're on a break, but why don't you pay us a visit at the main building? I'd like to see what you make of things. Yeah, alright, hold on now. I was out of return to snowmobile anyways. It's kind of dark. Hold up, let me... Okay, no, that's the brightest I can get. Oh, why are you... Oh, are you tilting like that? Ay. Okay, so I assume right click and left click are oh no, it's F. I'm lying. Alright. My journal. The last few days at the Frederick Madison station have been the same as ever. Can't believe there's a third time to send us out here. Hopefully this latest batch of meteorites are enough to keep these brainiacs happy. I'm sure starting to miss the frozen pizza they serve at main base. Anything beats instant coffee and trail mix. I just gotta hold out a couple more days. Bert. February 6, 1998. Okay. Why? It's so weird that F key is the interaction key. I guess that does happen, but still, I'm used to E being the thing that does interaction things. Ugh. Can you tell I'm doing so well in terms of English right now? Look at this setting, it's great. Wowee. What? This distance was the thing that was preventing you from reaching your friends or your fellow researchers? A snowmobile. I'm not a big fan of its gaudy purple, but it works. The main building's pretty close, I can just walk there. Yeah, I don't know why you say you gotta return the snowmobile when you could just... I guess. Okay, buddy, pal. Yeah. But yes, I'm actually, jet lag is actually catching up to me, so if I start rambling, I'm just going insane. Look at that windsock. That's a 2-dimensional windsock. Pretty sure that's a windsock anyways. So I believe each of the... God, it's been a while since I actually done anything with windsocks. But each of the stripes, depending on how much... Jeez, you are spawn camping me. Each of the stripes, I believe, is 7 knots, I believe. 7 knots. Knots is a speed measurement anyways. But yeah. Depending on how many rings are upright. I don't think it's a windsock at that point, but yeah. Who knows? Oh, hey, Stuart. Hey, bro. You coming to see the rock as well? Yeah, I just got a call from Lloyd about it. I'm wrapped up with work for the day anyways. Alright, well, you go in and let them know I'll join them in a second. I just want to get my feel of the outdoors for the day. Sure. Look at this. Hold up. I can't sprint, so... Oh, there's a windsock. Wait, no, is that an actual windsock? That is an actual windsock this time around, I think. Okay, wait, I do want to explore the base a little bit. Even though I doubt I can run around. Oh, hey, Bert. Hi, Hicks. Weather's been pretty good lately, right? Yeah, it could be better. It could still be better. Well, what the heck? I heard it'll get worse tomorrow, though. Damn shame. Alright, I wanted to return the snowmobile keys. Sure, you can just pass the keys to me. Cool. Ah, wait, I parked in front of my cabin. Again. Oh, I interacted with it. Well, at least no one's using it tomorrow. I'll bring it back myself. Anyways, let's head upstairs. Lloyd's been waiting for everyone. Seems like it might be a pretty significant discovery. Maybe worthy of an award. I know I'm giving these guys such weird accents. Yeah, Bert, thanks for dropping in. Truman, the Truman Show. Oh, wow, that's certainly a meteorite. Seeing as everyone's here, let's begin. In short, we may have made the most significant discovery of our time. Proof of extraterrestrial life. Take a look. The tissue self has selves. What the heck? Oh my God, help. I should go to sleep, but I can't. The tissue cells have sustained damage from the low temperatures, but the overall sample is remarkably intact. Our initial estimates indicate that they landed in the Antarctic several hundred years ago. Okay, the thing. I think it might be the biggest discovery of the century. But how could I have survived in a meteor for that long? You fool, that is the creature. Yeah, that's going to be one of the questions we'll be seeking to answer next. This will be the biggest discovery in the scientific community when we bring the sample back to the mainland. Alright, that's it guys. I'm going to crack open some cold ones that blow some steam. Okay, I don't know if you want to get drunk while there's a living thingy majiggy there, but sure, buddy pal. Okay. Does anyone else find that sample unnerving? I personally prefer my space rocks without living tissue. I think I might join Truman for a drink after this. I didn't ask. I'm starting to feel a bit peckish. Maybe I'll get a quick snack from the kitchen downstairs before a research session tonight. Hey, you can always eat the sample if you want. I wouldn't recommend it though, but sure, who am I to judge? Even though I recommended it, but I digress. Sure. Gas mask. I sure hope that's not relevant later on. Okay, what about... Okay, he's blocking that. That girl blocking me. You fools. You fools are blocking me from doing anything. 8 hours later. Yeah, I have to do SpongeBob voice. Or at least attempt at it. Hola, ¿cómo está? Buenos tardes. Oh my god. Gute noche. Wait, no, that's not right. Oh my god, I'm mixing my neck. Why is it necklaces? I'm mixing my languages. Oh, come on. There's still an hour before I'm supposed to get up. There's still an hour before I'm going to sleep. That's what it is. My journal. Ah, I already read it. Oh, never mind. I took a look at the exo sample with everyone, and while I didn't say it out loud, I thought it looked disgusting. I let Truman and Lloyd share at the stage there and instead consumed the research. Only a few more days now. Bert. Yeah. Stop yapping, innit? Yep, it's me. There's something happened. Damn, there's so much interference. Can you repeat that? Just me. Alright, you know what? I'll just head over. These damn researchers and their damn inability to friggin' not do that things. Oh wow. I would not be happy being stationed in Antarctic, probably because I've been traumatized by the thing and things like this. But yeah, I mean, to some other degree, I'd also be very, very happy with it because, I don't know, I'm kind of done. I'm pretty sure I'd be happy being a hermit, as long as there's good Wi-Fi. That's just this Gen Z in me talking. Look at that windsock flapping around. Even though windsock should not be two-dimensional, but whatever. Okay. What's up, guys? Yeah. Hey, Bert, that's you, right? I'm upstairs. We've got a situation here. A good situation? Hey, it's Truman, open up. Did something happen to Truman? Yeah, he's locked himself in the lab. And not only that, Lloyd's gone missing too. He's definitely still kicking in there, but he isn't responding. Now they're here, I'm going to go look for Lloyd. Let me know when you get through to Truman. You might know where Lloyd is. Guys, I think the sample ate him. I said we break in and see what's going on. These doors are tough, but nothing a crowbar can't pry open. Which I have one downstairs and one of those storage shelves. Oh, why are you like this? Why lean? Oh, that's not good. A Mogus? Obviously it's not. It's just a whatever old diving suit. Oh god, I'm so boned. The fact they introduced a lean now is like pretty bad. Pretty bad. Now what are you? Oh, the Moa statue. Sure. Oh. That's an ominous creak. Everything, every creak, every small sound in a horror game is ominous. You really think about it. Okay. I definitely missed the crowbar because I'm just blind apparently. Okay. And there should be one of the shelves downstairs. What's a shelf? Nah, definitely not that, that's for sure. So, I swear you guys can't keep your things organized. Fragile, no. Dope. Yeah, okay, makes sense that I'm friggin' blind to things. Alright guys, I got the crowbar. Surely this won't be bad. Oh, this heater. Reminds me of Still Wakes the Deep with the heater for the water. I've got the crowbar. Alright, you work the bar in the door, I'll help push. Okay. No, I'm gonna screw this up. If there's a mini game. There's no mini game. Okay, good. Holy crap, what happened in here? Have to eat. Doesn't seem like that blood is Truman's, but he's not looking so hot either. And I'm really worried about Lloyd. Oh, Stuart's food. Crap, can this day get any worse. Oh, you could jinx it. Hey. Truman's barely responsive. It can't just be because he's hungry. Truman, can you hear me? A meteorite sample. It looks different compared to yesterday. Yeah, so it used to be slightly more gloopy yesterday and more intestine-y. Now it looks more heart-y. Are those teeth? Like, I don't know if you see like the sides of it. It looks like teeth. It looks like the shell is like opened up and there's teeth. Kind of like a clamp, but there's like giant teeth there. Large chunks of it are missing, almost as if it has been eaten. There's no way, right? Did you eat it? Oh. This Hicks. Hey Hicks, we managed to get to Truman. I'm at the backup power generator. There's something else out here with me. What do you mean? Did you find Lloyd? Oh. I think Lloyd found him. I don't know what's going on, but we need to take the snowmobile and leave. I'll stay with Truman and prepare some supplies. You go figure out what happened with Hicks. Right, and he still has the snowmobile keys too. Hicks said he's at the backup generator, right? The weather's rough, so I'll hug the rope lines through the snow. I wonder why... Wait, it won't budge. It must be frozen shut. Though I wasn't there. Wait, I wish everything wasn't so dark all the time. Yeah, but that's the main entrance, isn't it? How did it... Okay, so I said I went to go downstairs and to the door downstairs. It was frozen shut. Oh, great. Okay. Okay. Wait, that's the... Sure. That's the same door I came in from, apparently. Oh, wait, did I come up through the basement? Not the basement, but like the lower floor. I've always wondered why the backup generator and stuff like that are always like in a separate building. Obviously when it comes to like cabins and stuff, you have like backup generators in the basement or outside. But why in this instance would you want it to be separate? Because that's weird, right? Because if it's separate, then wouldn't it be difficult to get to it? Especially if there's like big, like stormy conditions like this one. But I don't know. I'm not a researcher. There's a reason why I'm an armchair backseat gamer. Backseat's back, alright. That's a storage container. No boy, I hope I don't get eaten. Jesus, Dingleberry. The camera warp screwed me over more than like the dead body. Friggin' hell. Stuart, come in. Yeah, it's me. I found Hicks. He's dead. I think something ate him. Tore him up real bad. I can't barely even look. You're at the generator, right? Don't bother trying to turn it on. We're getting the hell out of this place when you get back. Check his pockets. See if he has the snowmobile keys. Alright. Stuart, I found some keys, but not the ones to snowmobile. No, not Hicks, that's Stuart. Stuart, do you read? Damn it. I better head back. I want to turn on the backup power, but this is nothing like resetting a breaker. Hicks came along specifically to resolve these kinds of incidents. Well, wait, the power went out. I should probably grab that flashlight off Hicks, just in case. What do you do? Oh, my frames are suddenly worse here. My frames are suddenly significantly worse with the flashlight. Why, you may ask? Who knows? The mysteries of the universe. Well, at least Stuart was actually kind of smart. He was like, okay, nope, screw the generator, we're just leaving. Bardos just attacked as well. It was Truman. He's turned into something unholy. I only took my eyes off him for a bit, just to get my things. I managed to escape outside before it could get me. Truman, that thing that was Truman is still inside the main building. I think we should forget about Lloyd and leave. Where's Stuart? Where'd you? Oh, there you are. What happened, Stuart? Can you move? Barely. Well, you probably need your help getting to the snowmobile. About that, Hicks didn't have the snowmobile keys. Right, I guess you have them locked up inside the main building. I wish I could help you, Bert, but I can't go back in there. Not with this leg. Yeah, crap. Truman, that monster that attacked me. Its head changed shape. I don't know how it sees, but it hunted me like a predator. If you want to make it out, stay quiet and stay out of sight. You're really going to send me in with that thing? And I'm asking a lot of you, Bert. But only you can do it now. Alright, well, I just have to get the snowmobile keys and get out, right? Yeah, they should be in a locker on the upper floor. Oh, great. Hee, I'm leaving. Ah, balls. Okay. Rude. Oh, God. It lasted like 2 seconds. Wait, how do I hide? Where are the lockers? Okay. I sure hope he's not upstairs, or else this would be really awkward. The sample, it's missing. Balls. Hey. Ah! Okay, well, I'm stuck. So does he only see me if I'm moving? Because, like, there's no way he didn't see me when I'm just, like, shining a light on him. Like, apparently I didn't. Like, apparently... Silly alien. Why are you so friggin' loud, man? What the heck? Let's just stay here and hope that he doesn't wander in here. Right? It's the only one can hope for. Is that door still like frozen shut? I can hear he's friggin' loud breathing. I can breathe loudly too. Yeah. Take that. I don't think that's a flex. Okay. He's walking. Really? Really? Oh, this is so balls. Ah! Oh my god. How do you escape him? You're just gonna, like, you're just dead instantly. What do you do in that instance? Oh, okay, well that's just rude, isn't it? Oh. Well, guess I'm boned. Okay, we're gonna stay crouched, right? Okay, we're gonna stay crouched. Okay. No, why did you go from this side this time? Oh, you were such a jerk. Oh man. His patterns suddenly change. What the balls? Okay. It's gone, which means that he's not great. Which means that he's probably gonna freaking murk me or something like that. Right? Okay. Okay, good. He was just circling around, which is great. Can you not be so loud? Jeez. This door can't close. Why can't the clock close? What kind of friggin' door can't close? Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, well, yeah. I do remember there being keys there. Well, look, if I can't open any of the lockers there, it had to be that one anyways, so. Oh, that's so balls, mate. Oh, well, why not yet? So, I don't think you're gonna let me pass, right? Well, we seem to have found ourselves in a standstill. Ah, why can't you hit me now? Rude. How about this? Okay, how about this? You let me pass to the other side, and we both forget what happened here, because I finally got the keys, and I think that would be great if you just didn't do that, actually. fine. Ow! Okay, well. Oh, this is so ballsed, man. This is so ballsed. It's pretty balls because, like, the hallways are so narrow that if you do anything, they're so narrow that if you try and do anything, you're dead and you can't outrun this thing. So, yeah, it's not great. So I don't get what the point of having 3 hits is if you're just gonna instantly die from getting hit. You know. Okay. Why can't you friggin' close anymore? God, friggin'. Okay. And it's gonna be really awkward when he just walks in there and is just like, what are you doing? He's just gonna mark me. Okay. I know I'm not very hidden, but I also can't close a door. Because why have a door when they, like, why have a door in a horror game? It's not gonna stop a creature. It's got me. Crap, my walkie-talkie. I need to hide now. Hide where? How do you get Stuart? He was out there. Ah, ball Stuart. Oh, you're just a ball of flesh now. No, Stuart. No. You're the smart one. You're the chosen one. We get jump scared by a creature. Oh, la criatura, the flesh. Damn, start up already. Oh, well, there I go. Really? I was just that bad? Oh. Friggin' skinwalkers and my inability to start a snowmobile. What are the starting conditions for this? Oh, I missed. There we go. Whew. Took a bit. I somehow managed to make it back to the main base. Once the storm passed, I returned with a different team to investigate the aftermath. The frigid cold perfectly preserved those dead who we managed to find. The others, including the research sample, are missing to this day. The end. Alright, well, that was Fear the Flesh. So yeah. And that was just a nice, short horror game from all of these lovely people that you see on the screen right now. Very much so reminiscent of the thing. Right? I mean, obviously we could see a lot of the same the same similarities. Why I say the same similarities? We can see a lot of the same sort of elements, right? Being stuck in the Arctic, a research team, this weird creature frozen, and then it just. I mean, obviously there are some key differences, but you can definitely tell that the thing is. Jack Carpenter's The Thing is the main source of inspiration for this game, which I don't mind. I do like The Thing. I think The Thing is such a good movie, such a good story. Practical effects, the creatures, it's just overall really, really cool thing, right? Okay, now. Besides all the Thing comparisons, because I do think that it is unfair to judge this game based on the Thing, because even though it does take inspiration, it is its own thing. I mean, overall, I like the setting. I really do like the setting. I think this, again, having things take place on an isolated setting helps a lot with the horror, right? It helps a lot with just feeling isolated, feeling claustrophobic, even though you're in a vast field. You can't necessarily run away because you're screwed if you run away in like such a cold field. Right? Remember Still Wakes the Deep, you're on an oil rig. Alien, you're on a spaceship, so you can't really run away. And here you're in a vast plain of snow and ice. So I do like the setting. For the meteorite, I do like it. It's gross, it's fleshy. I like when things and inanimate objects aren't supposed to be animate. They're supposed to be fleshy and gross. So I do like that. I do like when, yeah, it's just, I like when it's very visceral and it's very concerning, right? I'm sorry if I'm rambling a bit. Like I said, I'm jet lagged as hell and just kind of rambling. So I like those. The game by itself runs fine. I do like the it's optimized, so no problems there. Graphics, they're fine. Again, nothing too game breaking or groundbreaking in terms of graphics. Very familiar territory. The build up to the horror, again, very familiar. We see like this weird fleshy object, and then things go awry quickly. Right, where the object acts out, people start disappearing, and then dead body and stuff like that. So for the most part, we do get a build-up of sort of tension and whatnot. We arrive, Truman is like, that's oh god, he's dead. Not really. The meteorite suddenly changed shape, and then as we go to the basement, a canister just rolls, which is interesting. And then we go to the backup generator, and it's like, oh, Hicks is dead. Like actually dead. He got eaten. So that's interesting. And of course there's stewards. So we do get a nice escalation of things. There's four characters, right? There's Hicks, there's Stewart, there's Truman, and then there's a fourth one. Did we ever? God, what's his name? Oh god, I don't remember. But there's supposed to be 4 characters. So I assume the 4th character is the one that's like sort of infected, truly infected, the one that sort of chases after us. Because when we saw the creature attacking us in the snowmobile, it was completely different from Stewart, from Truman. So I assume that's like the last stage of infection. And then we have Truman, who is still in the early stage of infection, and that thing that got Stewart was the thing that sort of attacked us on the snowmobile. So I assume there's 2 entities right now, and that first fully transformed entity is the one that killed Truman and took Stewart because because Truman was chasing us around the base. So yeah. So there's 2 entities, so we can probably infer that the meteorite is more of a sort of infection-based thing. Now, Now, I think that this game does suffer a bit in the final section. Because I think, okay, this is me. This is me unfairly comparing this game to The Thing, because yes, we do. It's interesting. Okay, so sorry if I'm gonna be rambling about this a bit. I do wish that they actually made use of the meteorite, fleshy meteorite, a bit more, because we've seen it only twice, right, in the game. We've only seen it twice. That is when we first discovered it, and 2, when Truman was basically infected. Those are the 2 times that we've seen it, and then basically disappears. I do wish we could have seen more of it, because after that, it's the fleshiness is gone. That's basically the only instance that we see this weird fleshiness from inorganic matter, when I think we could have seen a lot more out of it. The other time that we really sort of see this weirdness is when the humans are infected. But I think the problem with that is they sort of just end up being sort of generic zombie thingies, right? Truman just shambles around, and it's only his head that's different. Obviously there's like weird tentacles coming out of his head, but otherwise he sort of just acts like a zombie, which, again, this is me sort of imposing the Thing's setting onto it, where I'm like, okay, but like, if you had this weird fleshiness and stuff like that, and Stewart was like, oh, that thing that looked like Stewart, that thing that looked like Truman, I think they could have like sort of hid like the human, like they could have sort of hid the infection and the infected under like a normal human guise before sort of just breaking out with the whole zombie shambling thing. Like, I do kind of wish that they sort of like just had a moment where it's like, oh, everything is normal, oh look, it's just normal Truman, and then Truman's head just splits open like Parasite, like the anime, and it's just like, oh, never mind, that's a fleshy thingy majiggy, oh, that's not good, oh, it hit my face. You know, I do think that it would have been really cool if they had a moment like that, but instead we're just kind of left to deal with just normal zombies, and that fleshy nature sort of just disappears, and it's just an infection. I do think that it was sort of a wasted opportunity to do something more with that weird fleshiness. Instead, it's just sort of an infection for things. Which again, it could be because of constraints, could be time, could be things like that, which, like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, I'm still relatively happy with how the game turned out. Like, I don't really have any qualms about that. I do think the final product is good, but it does feel like there is necessarily a missed opportunity over there. For the hide and for the final scene where you're supposed to hide from Truman, there's really no hiding spots. I'm kind of confused by how he was supposed to work, how the creature AI was supposed to go, because like I kind of just crouched down, he didn't really see me, which was weird. And then he just turned around. It's like, what's the whole, what's his hitbox like? What's his range of detection? Because I was very clearly not behind the door or anything. There was no object blocking me, so I thought that was very weird. Like, I don't know if he only sees me if I make sound, because Stuart was like, oh, I don't know how he sees you and stuff like that. But then he sees you if you stand up, so I don't know how the whole detection necessarily works. And the fact that you get 3 hits in doesn't necessarily work as well. Like, I get what they were going for, but at the same time, you can't really outrun the creature. Like, I tried the beginning and I just got hit like 3 times. So I was like, oh, well, you can't really outrun him. So even if you get spotted and you try to run, you get hit 3 times. So I guess what you're supposed to do, you're actually just supposed to do like a ring around the rosy, but you also can't really outrun him, so you get killed either way. So if you're just gonna get caught up and get hit 3 times either way and you're just gonna die, you might as well just not have the 3 hits in. And there's no hiding spot, so you can't hide behind the locker and wait for the creature to walk away. So that last section I do think was, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Maybe I just played it wrong. And stuff like that, but yeah, for me it just seemed like they wanted to do more with the final section, but it didn't really pan out as well as they thought. And of course, there was that specific section where I was just stuck against Truman. He can hit me, and I was like, oh, guess that's that. I guess I have to die. So yeah, you can't really sneak past them. You can sneak past them, but like, you can't outrun them, you can't run around them because the corridors are that narrow. It's just, yeah, that final section I do think was a bit flawed in terms of gameplay, but anything else before that I do think was handled well. Right, again, with the build-up of horror, no jump scares necessarily, it's just like all that eerie atmosphere of things like, oh, things aren't going right, my friends are dying off one by one. It's not great. So I do think that that particular section was good. And so yeah, that about wraps up for my thoughts for Fear the Flesh. Again, I do think I am unfairly judging it because it does have a lot of cues from the thing, which means that it does have unfair comparisons to be made. But on its own, I do think that it's a very, very solid game by itself. I do appreciate the atmosphere. I do appreciate just the refinements, because I don't think that it ran bad. There were any bugs. But yeah, obviously there are little things here and there to work on. But overall, I had fun with it. I do think that the atmosphere is good and it is a pretty solid indie game overall. And so yeah, that was Fear the Flesh. So if you guys want to play this game, it is free right now on itch.io. I don't know why I said that so weirdly, but of course it is usually paid, but please, since it is free, make sure to support the devs by donating. They do deserve just some funds for their next game, because I can tell that they put in a lot of effort into this. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. I'm sorry about to pass out. I can tell that they put in a lot of time and effort into this. And yeah, if they have the proper resources, I think that they can make some pretty solid work. And so yeah, that's Fear the Flesh. And so yeah, I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you guys are. And see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you. Take care. Bye.